Welcome, race fans, to another round here, and new for this week. Cricket Line Racing with Front Road Esports. So tonight they will be tackling on Charlotte Motor Speedway. 2 laps around this 1.45 mile track. 73 degrees outside. Track temperature 78 degrees. The next gen car. But before I get started and we start getting into the program, I'm going to bring in my co-host, Derek Sherman. How you doing tonight, Derek?
Good, Jimmy. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Not too bad. I want to thank Tom for bringing us on board here tonight to put on a great show for the drivers here tonight. They had their broadcaster. Something come up and things happen, so we're going to step in tonight just to make sure that all the live coverage that you've been watching for the series is continued to be covered here tonight. And I think we're going to have a good one here tonight, Derek. You know, this is where NASCAR is this week, and it's been at least on iRacing, and they've had the Coca-Cola 600 and everything going on this week. So a lot of racing at Charlotte this week, a lot of leagues. Matter of fact, I was here just last night with another league, and it was great racing. The only thing that we seen kind of happen was some pretty bad net code. So I'm hoping that the net code stays away tonight, and these 27 drivers are able to have a great race. So I'm just going to bring up the tower here to kind of show you where everybody is sitting at the moment. So we have Roland Paulette, Ryan Rose, Ronnie Morrison, Stephen Hayes, and Mike Hayes on top right now for your top 5 as far as fastest during practice. These drivers are getting ready to qualify here shortly in just a few moments. They've got a couple minutes left of practice. 2-hour practice, Derek.
Yeah, I mean 2 hours is still not enough. I mean, you have to put in time during the testing and seeing what's going to work. I mean, Charlotte's just a beautiful track, especially the tire. It's going to wear out some tires. You're going to have to be fast. You're going to have to be patient. Try not to put your nose in anywhere that you don't want to be. In turn 3 and 4, as a little bit awkward as we can. The 43 car just hit the wall coming out of 4. So I mean, it's one of those deals. But there are multi-groove tracks or lines. You can run the high lane in turn 1 and 2, or the low lane. I don't think the middle is truly where you want to be, but because there's that seam there, and then 3 and 4 is kind of a late apex and then hitting the bottom. There's some pretty nasty bumps in turn 4, so because of the tunnel, but it's going to be an exciting race. I'm glad that we got a opportunity to broadcast tonight, especially on the Memorial Day weekend. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Memorial Day weekend, and a lot of people going on vacation. And matter of fact, I'm going on vacation myself. Gonna head over towards your way, just a little bit closer, anyways, and visit some of the tourist area, I guess. Take the children out to have a good time since they are now done with school down here in Florida. So I'm gonna go over and have some fun and take a week off from work and everything else, and just kind of try to relax. But before we do that, I'm gonna get out here and put on another great show here by the racers on iRacing here. But tonight will be with Cricket Line Racing here, so it's going to be a good one, Derek. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, they're putting in some good times. I think you're seeing some of the incidents right now as everybody's trying to get those last minute pushes for right before their qualifying time, and it's not a huge deal to come from the back. And then we seen early on last night from the league that we were covering. I ended up having a little bit of technical difficulty, so I missed the first couple minutes of the race, and they actually had an incident early on, took out a lot of their leaders and ended up putting them in the back, so including their points leader. So it was a big shocker, but we had some great racing and down to the end, and some pit strategy kind of come into play. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these drivers tackle on Charlotte, as right now, like, you can tell it's later in the day, that it's starting to get darker out, and I'm sure we'll probably see those lights come on as well. But right now, the drivers are going to get out there and take the track and put down their qualifying time. I'm going to leave up the tower here for now, so everybody that's out there can see where their favorite driver qualifies here tonight. But anybody out there watching, thank you for joining us here on CRN. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe button and continue to support not only CRN, but any of the drivers and any of the leagues that we support and put on a live show for. So again, yeah, Derek, it's just going to be... It's gonna be great. I love Charlotte. It's just one of those favorite tracks. It's one of those known tracks to a lot of drivers. I believe, yeah, it's one of the free tracks. At least when you start iRacing, and you get out here and you run the street stock cars or the ARCA cars when you're beginning out here. But we're running the next gen cars here tonight, and there is a big difference between these and those street stock cars. So right now it looks like our first driver is going to cross the line there with a 29.242 from Hunter Bogdan, but Ryan Rose tops that there with a 29.154. Carl Lindstrom coming in with a 29.145 to take that provisional pole here so far. So I need to kind of dig into the Discord just a little bit to kind of get a rundown of what these drivers have been doing. And let's see, Friday, let's go with points here.
Hang on, talking about Charlotte, what's one of your favorite tracks? Well, let's just put this out here. I've done the NASCAR driving experience, and the track that I picked was Charlotte. It was a blast. I don't think anyone understands. Like, you can try to explain it, but all you could really remember, yes, I had a spotter in my ear, chit and chatter to me, say, hey, go high, go low, try to pass that guy, But the thing is like, yeah, you hear it, but you're focused on driving that car. Like, in a true racer, like, you want to go as fast as you can and take the optimal line. You're not allowed to cut the tri-oval, even though my spotter said I did a great job cutting the tri-oval like I did, but I wasn't allowed to. He gave me a nice warning and said, don't do that again or else we're going to park you. Because they can turn off that car remotely, apparently. I didn't want to tempt the fate and see if that was true, but, it is what it is now. But as you can see now, Rodney Morrison is on that provisional pole with a 28.827. So it's exciting to see get all these cars getting in their laps. So
everybody out there kind of getting their times in and just kind of scrolling through Discord, trying to get a feel for where everybody's at. And so right now, it looks like Tyler Honeycutt is on top of points over Carl Lindstrom, Adam Thompson, Kyle Wellman, and then Ryan Rose. So that would be your top five here in the point standing currently, as long as everything is up to date. Tonight, obviously, this league is here at Charlotte, putting on a great show for everybody out there, and also they can come back and review this when they visit CRN. But they look going down through their schedule. It looks like their next race after tonight here at Charlotte, looking like, especially here at Charlotte, they're going to have stage breaks tonight, Derek. They're going to have one at lap 40, one at lap 100. And I see a stage 3, but I think it says 100 laps, so I'm not quite sure what that means. It looks like they're set for 3 stages. So we'll see if they break those 3 down during that time frame. We got about 30 seconds here right now. Ronnie Morrison on top right now with a 28.27, just over Mike Hayes with a 28.860. So a lot of people running very, very close. Some familiar names on the board here. Tom Fridas, obviously we know him from over on Wednesday nights. He's usually the control car and the admin, but also the driver kind of reached out to kind of have us just kind of cover for tonight for until the league goes back to their normal scheduled broadcast here. But tonight we're here at CRN. We're gonna give you the best coverage we can possible. The qualifying is done. I'll go ahead and take down the tower, bring up the grid, and run down that list of where everybody qualified here for our 200 laps here at Charlotte. So on the pole is going to be Ronnie Morrison with Mike Hayes for row number 1. Row number 2 is going to be Ryan Rose and Tyler Honeycutt. Row number 3 will be Roland Collette with Tom Freitas. Row number 4 will be Stephen Hayes with Terry Collette. Row number 5, Carl Lindstrom with Larry Bell. Row number 6, Scotty Stevens with Chris Spencer. Row number 7, Chummy Miller with Kenneth Bartholomew. And then row number 8 is going to be Michael Reeves and Hunter Bogdan. Row number 9 is going to be Reese Covington with Raymond Hardinia. And then, so I'm sorry, also sorry if I butcher anybody's name. I'm not used to being here as well. But let's see, we've got row number 10 is going to be Dalton Kilrow. After I seen him race last night there with MFRD Racing back there in row number 10 with Philip Malinox, and then Sean Donnie, and then Steven Johnson, Sam Baumgarten, John Bell, Derek Wynn, Ronald Judd, Jeff Carl, and Matt Metler for your 28 car field here. So a good car count here tonight, Derek.
Yeah, a good amount of cars. It's going to be an exciting race. You always like it when you have this big of a field coming out and showing their support for their league and try to race clean. I'm going to say there's going to be a lot of. I haven't driven the next gen cars in a while, but Charlotte's real tough tires do make a difference. Pit strategy. The draft, you name it, everything is going to come into play tonight, and I'm going to be real interested to see where the strategies come in. So who knows what's going to happen tonight?
Yeah, we definitely don't know. Anything can happen here tonight. Like I said, it's a fresh. A few drivers are familiar as they've been in other leagues broadcasts. So it's good to see them out here, kind of, opening their resume to other leagues out there and getting all that track time out here. So we're going to see some great, like I said, I believe we're going to see some great racing here. Getting ready to go green here right now. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the ticker. If somebody would like to see where their favorite driver is, go ahead and put it in the chat. I have no problem at all kind of focusing on your favorite driver for a little bit to kind of show you where he's at, how they're doing, there's damage to their car, or whatever it may be. Anything I can do to help out the fans out there do have a little bit of control. That is kind of where we can point and see. But we're going to let Ronnie Morrison get things started here right now as they enter into turn 3, getting ready to come out of go into 4 and then come down that tri-oval. You're going to see that pace car come out here soon, and these drivers will get ready to rip around Charlotte Motor Speedway for 200 laps.
Yeah, Jimmy, it's going to be fun. And they're off, and Ronnie Morrison's going to take the field down to the green flag, down into turn 1. He's going to get a nice little bump from the 58 car. And the outside lane might have the momentum coming out of turn number 2. And it's going to be a drag race down the backstretch, Jimmy.
A nice drag race side by these drivers heading down into turn number 3. Everything seems to be good to go so far as the drivers will battle for position. I'll go here to up front, see how the lead has handled. Ronnie Morrison just out front over that number 24, Mike Hayes. And then the 58 and the 20 fighting side by side. The pull for Pete, number 3, but we get a little bit of side by side action there now for the lead.
Yeah, Michael Hayes is going to fall back in line, and that Pete number 3, Tyler Honeycutt's going to come down. Ronnie Morrison's going to drop down low as we're 2 wide, 2 by 2 in the back, trying to jockey for position back there as we still have a battle as Honeycutt has made that pass on the number 69 of Ronnie Morrison, Tyler Honeycutt, and Michael Hayes has just made the pass for the lead. So falling back, maybe some strategy for Ronnie Morrison to maybe can save some fuel or whatnot. Sorry, a little tongue-tied right now, but you're on board with Thomas. And he's MP number 5 just sitting there, and I don't know if he's going to try to make a run on the 58 car of Ryan Rose, but he's down below. It's very important when you're behind someone like that, Jimmy, is you get that left front. It puts some air on there, and it doesn't make you as tight behind someone. I think that helps a lot, given to help keep the car a little free, balanced, going through the corners, so it saves some tire there.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see, I was talking with Tom just a little bit. He said, everybody, we should have a really good show here. And so far, so good. We're on lap 5 of 20. Mike Hayes out front over Tyler. Honeycutt, Ronnie Morrison, Ryan Rose, and then Tom Freitas.
Yeah, I like the Roland Collette's car. That's a nice picture scheme that he has going on there, that number 10 car. But Chummy Miller, such an awesome name there, buddy. But he's on the move of one spot from P13 to P12 as he keeps on going, moving up on the field.
Yeah,
and that number 6 machine
down. I think these drivers understand how long this race actually is. 200 laps is a monster out here, and they're going to be here a while. We're about 30 seconds a lap or so as the tires will start falling off. So right now, best lap speed, and then the 29.32. Mike Hayes running the fastest lap in the 29.29. My question is are the front runners running too hard, going to burn them tires up? Who's laying back? Who's getting ready to kind of swallow drivers up as this race goes on? Some drivers, especially leagues that go long green flag runs, you tend to have some drivers kind of conserve their tires in order to have the car and the ability to make some moves.
I mean, right now it's all about trying to get as many positions as you can right now and try to save your tires at the same time. But, it's a very long race. It's time to settle in, as you can see right here with Steven Johnson, and he's picked up 3 spots. He's just running some laps. I mean, he's almost a second off the leader's current lap times. I don't know if that's by design but I love his bluey paint scheme that he has there. And then Philip Molinex and that Dude White 21 car. He's from Florida, so congratulations on being probably not too far from me and Jimmy, but
well, we kind of got Florida covered there. You're over on the east side, I'm on the west side, so they could be anywhere in between. But a lot of good racing going on right now. We're on lap 10 of 200, and Mike Hayes out front still over Tyler Honeycutt by about a second right now. So the drivers are starting to spread out just a little bit. Like I said, you're going to get some drivers running around here, maybe a little harder than others. So. But you might have some out there trying to save some fuel, save some tires. Like I said, there's a lot of time for the drivers to be on the track to execute strategy, and also how much did these drivers, they had the 2-hour practice, but how much of this practice did they practice pit entries? You can gain a lot of time and a lot of spaces in pit lanes. So we're going to see that when that comes down here. I know if they're running 50% tanks, they should be running right around 30 laps, but I have a feeling they might be on full fuel. So if they're on full fuel, they'll make that 40 laps for that stage break with no issues at all. So we will see. Just like I said, I don't know 100% because it's kind of here for the evening, just to kind of cover, so everybody still has that live coverage here of the series. So anyways, right now we're just kind of riding on board with Stephen Hayes on top, just kind of watching him in front there. You got Tom Freitas, Tyler Honeycutt, Ronnie Morrison out front doing some battle there for second, third, and fourth right there in front of Stephen. So good run so far by these front drivers. They're trying to pull away just a little bit, but I believe if I turn around, we still have Ryan Rose right on that bumper of Stephen Hayes.
Yeah, Jimmy, I was just looking through, and I seen that stage 1 is going to end at lap 41 and stage 2 at lap 101. So that's going to be a lot of laps to, kind of give yourself some ideas of what the car is going to do, what adjustments that you're going to make. You're going to put more rear brake bias in it. You're going to give some spring perch adjustments if you're allowed. That's going to be a lot of things to consider right now. Or you can change on how you drive the line at a certain part of the laps. Maybe not go full out the first 10 laps and maybe lay back and then run as much as you got towards the end. Because if you save enough tire, you're going to eat up the guys that are racing really hard right now. So as you can see, Reese Covington in the 24 down one spot. I think we lost first 3 seconds, but Matt Mettler up 9 spots in that 34 car, Ford Mustang. He's making his way up. He's running the very Kyle Larson line in 3 and 4, which can be fun, but it makes me nervous, and that's why I'm up in the booth and not on the racetrack, Jimmy.
Yeah, so just going to come back here right now. Sam Baumgartner up 13 spots right now. He's your biggest mover of the race so far. So 13 positions made so far by that number 53. And sure, he's looking to get to the front, but plenty of time to do so. If he continues his pace, he should reach that goal. But right now, Mike Hayes running away out to a 1.6 second lead over Ronnie Morrison again.
I was looking at the lap times. Ronnie Morrison and Tom Freitas and a few other guys in the back, like Ryan Rose. They're all running about a tenth or two faster than the leader right now. So it's all about, can they make it to the front? As you see, Tom Freitas is going to try to go to the outside of Ronnie Morrison. Gets kind of shut down going into turn 1. Tom Freitas is going to try to get some drive going through the corner. Going to get blocked going down the backstretch. So looking on the rear bumper of that machine and the 32 machine. I thought he was a different number. I'm sorry. He gets a little loose coming out of turn 4. And Ryan Rose is going to take a full advantage of that. He's going to make a pass on Tom Freitas. They're side by side going into turn 1 and 2, so they're going to be a nice big drag stretch. Ryan's going to have the draft from Ronnie Morrison, and it's going to be a close track race to see if he gets the clear, but he's going to run the high line in 3 and 4. He's going to have a nice little run coming out, going through the tri-oval, and hopefully get enough room to pass. But he's going to pull up nice and tight on Ronnie Morrison, dropping down low into turn 1. He's a man on the mission right now, Jimmy.
They're trying to make some big moves, get a couple spots here, made it around Tom Freitas. Touch. They're able to save it. That is very hard to do in the next gen cars. The 58 and the 69 of Ronnie Morrison touch and able to keep going straight. So good save by these drivers here as we're on only lap 21 of 200, and the competitiveness is coming out here tonight.
Yeah, Jimmy, I mean, there's no hold bar. As they're battling, Michael Hayes is loving seeing this in his mirror, as now it's a 5-car pack right behind them in this group right here, trying to catch Michael Hayes, but he's off to a 2.3 second lead, as battling for position is going to slow you down, and then that's going to allow the leader to keep running his lines and drive away, Jimmy.
Yeah, the draft can work to your advantage here a little bit, but when you get in that battle like that, it's definitely going to make you a little bit slower, and you can see how you won a one-car battle, or by himself can run away with a few others battling, but they're going 3 wide here, down through 3 and 4, coming to the tri-oval. And that makes for a very tight exit, but they double let it out as the 20 of Rotten Tyler Honeycutt going to the inside of the 58 of Ryan Rose, trying to get that position back. So some real stuff, real stuff, real stiff competition right here in these top 6. Right now, trying to run down that number 13 of Mike Hayes.
Yeah, I mean, this is real tight. The 58, you got a little loose, tight, or 69 got a little loose, got a little tight coming into the corner and drifted up and touched Tom Freitas as they save it and keep on tracking. Tom Freitas is running that middle lane. Probably, his tires are probably running away a little warm right now, but you know, he's doing everything he can to stay in front of the 69 of Rodney Morrison. That 5 car, I don't see what's going on around the track. Everybody's single file for the most part. A little bit look the 94 looking to go down to the inside of the 6. 94 is Terry Colette back here in P number 16. Back a few spots, but it might be just one of those drivers kind of like taking their time, trying to stretch it out. They got to go another 15 laps. I know last night, Derek, right around this time frame, the tires really start falling off. They're about a half a second slower already to their beginning times, and you already see somebody down on that inside. I don't know if they're heading down the pits, and they are. The Sean Doney there in the number 3 car will take down to the pit. So got one driver there. There's Lucas Lowe. Is that the Lucas Lowe's machine? What is that? I think that's like a Lucas Oil.
Yeah, Lucas Oil's machine. But up front right now is Mike Hayes. So like I said, if they're on half tanks, I don't know how much fuel they're on, Derek, but if they're running 50% fuel, they should be in right around the 31, 32 laps. So we'll see what happens with these drivers if that is the amount of fuel that they're actually running here tonight. I did not check the rules. I think that might even be on the Discord. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. These setups here. Oh, that's just the setup. Set up a call? No, that's just the actual setups. I like that. The discussion.
75% fuel, so.
Okay, 75% fuel, so we're probably looking around 40 to 45 laps. Now, that's quite a bit of time to be out on these tires as much as they can go away. I know a lot yesterday's race with the 50% fuel, they were getting, like I said, around 30 laps, and they're running their tires down into the low 60s and 50s just on 50% fuel. So I can't imagine what another 25% fuel in time on the track can do, but we're going to want to try to stay out. And right now the leader has I think he's up to a 3-second lead here. I'll go ahead and pull up the
he's up to 2.2 second lead.
2 seconds, there you go. I'm looking for something else.
Yeah,
here's the interval between all the drivers. You can see, so you obviously Tyler Honeycutt is 2 seconds behind Mike Hayes. Tom Freitas is not quite a second behind Tyler. And then, Stephen Hayes and Ryan Rose battling back there for that 4th and 5th position as behind Tom Freitas. And I'm sure Tom is like, go battle it out, boys. Let me go. I need to get going and catch up to the drivers in front of me on time to battle right now. But, they're going to have time. They're going to have time to get this thing back under control for that stage break. So whatever they're doing now, I'm sure they'll make changes come for the next stage as they will cover from 40, what you said, 41 to 100, Derek? Was that what you said?
Yeah, 41 and 100. So they're going to have roughly like 90 laps or 95 laps, give or take, of the final stage. So,
okay.
I mean, each stage, I think it's 40. So it's like 50 laps for 45 laps for the second stage, but I mean that might be just enough for the fuel for the stage, because I know it's not too terribly far off from that for a fuel run, but you can see the 78 of Hunter Bogdan. Sorry, Bogdan. Sorry, it's been a long day, but I see, he's up 5 spots, and he's leading this pack right here. Probably the guys behind him are, just riding around. Everyone's just riding around right now, trying to figure out what they got to do to get by him. But so far, so great. Awesome racing here. A lot of side-by-side, a couple door bangs, but nothing too serious. A lot of, intense racing. Exciting to see how this is going to be, how the finish is going to be. So, let's see if we got any comments. Barry, is looking to see Dalton Kilroe get the win tonight. I don't know if you said that, but hey Barry, how you doing? But if you want to throw a comment out in the chat and give a shout out to your favorite driver, maybe we'll give them some more TV time. So,
that was Tyler Honeycutt grazing the wall. It's you can only get away with that so much. So he was able to kind of scrape and get away with that one, but still trying to track down Mike Hayes, and he's doing it slowly as he's got that gap down to 0.7 of a second. So yeah, Mike Hayes running out front to kind of burn up the tires, probably trying to savor what's left of his lead as the 20 is pushing as hard as he can, trying to get there for that stage break.
Yeah, Jimmy, not too far off. You got maybe 5-6 laps, but if there's stage break, there's stage points, and every point counts, no matter where you're at in the standings. So it could extend your lead on the driver behind you, or catch the driver in front of you, getting, depending on where you're at in the points. So, but Tyler Honeycutt in that 20 car had a huge run going into 3 and 4 there. I wonder if Michael Hayes got a little tight up there going into turn 3 and 4. So
a good possibility. 20 of Tyler Honeycutt looking to get around that number 24. Well, it's the 24 on the screen, but he's actually the 13 car. And right now he does have that inside. He's got that advantage, and that's probably he's probably going to get it here, I think, Derek. And it's kind of a shame as the 20 car, the 13 car has been able to kind of dominate here, but burn up them tires. He learned something new, but he's going to go down to the inside and try to get it back as the 20 of Tyler Honeycutt to the outside. Oh, and the 24 just getting tight. Has to let off the gas.
I mean, one small lift, it kills your momentum, and that's the one thing about Charlotte. It's all about momentum. It's not necessarily too much of anything else other than momentum. You could be fat. You have a fast race car, but if you let up off the gas, you're going to lose a lot of time. But as you can see right here, Tom Freitas is going to get passed by the I don't know who that is, but Dalton Kilroe. He's up 15 spots. That's a man on a mission right now, but Thomas is looking to go down on the bottom and try to get that spot back as we're coming to the line, maybe looking to get the stage break right here. So just in the nick of time.
Yeah, your stage break winner will be Tyler Honeycutt, followed by Mike Hayes, whose tires just given out a little bit too soon as Tyler was able to get around him. And then Ryan Rose, Dalton Kilroe, Tom Freitas, Roland Collette, Stephen Hayes, and Carl Lindstrom, Kenneth Bartholomew, and Sam Baumgarten for your top 10. So your biggest mover for that part of the race was Dalton Kilrow, up 15 spots. And I see Barry out there rooting for Dalton. He is one of our drivers on Thursday nights, Derek, that we see him up front quite often, so it's no surprise to see Dalton up here trying to get another great run here at Charlotte. Last night quite wasn't his night, but trying to improve his finishing spot from last night here with the drivers over here at Crooked Line Racing. So caution flag is out. I'm sure the drivers will come in. I'll go ahead and bring up so you can see where your favorite driver is. I'll go ahead and just pull up the pit lap so you can see where and when anybody comes in. But they're all going to come in more than likely. I don't see anybody staying out. I'm sure fuel is low. I'm sure their tires want to get changed. So you're going to see 4 tires, full fuel, and try to get this done quickly and as good as possible. Move over here to the pit lane camera, kind of give you a shot there of how busy pit lane can be.
Yeah, I mean, right now everyone's saying, "Woo!" Getting some fresh gummy bears and roll it out 1.5 cans of fuel. We're going to have Tyler Honeycutt win the battle off pit road. Ryan Rose, Mike Hayes, Dalton Kilrow, Thomas Ferreris, Roland Collette, Stephen Hayes, Carl Lindstrom, Kenneth Bartholomew, and I can't roll right now. So sorry. Yeah, Bartholomew. Nope, it's not working today. And Sam Baumgarten. Sorry, gentlemen. I'm sorry, but if I'm butchering your names,
somebody to take my spot. That's my role there. Usually I'm the one who pretty much butchers people's names, and like I said, I apologize. You can always correct me. I'm open to it. But those that don't know me, sometimes a lot of the drivers just kind of roll with it. Had drivers make special paint in lieu of me butchering their names. I had somebody I used to call Peter Parker, so he changed to a Spider-Man. I couldn't get what the guy still doesn't. He won't let me. He won't tell me how to say his last name. So he just put on his car, Jimmy, say my name. So it was funny, good time. So just having a great time out here. Trying to put on a good show here. But right now it is Tyler Honeycutt winning off the battle on pit road in the number 20 car, then followed by the 58 of Ryan Rose. Mike Hayes is going to come out in P number 3. Dalton Kilrow is going to be in P number 4. Tom Frieda, Roland Collette, Stephen Hayes, Carl Lindstrom, Kenneth Bartholomew, Sam Baumgarten there for your top 10, then Ronnie Morrison, Terry Collette, Michael Reeves, Scotty Stevens, Chummy Miller, Chris Spencer, Hunter Bogdan, Raymond Redina, Matt Metler, Steven Johnson, Jeff Carl, Larry Bell, Reese Covington, Ronald John Bell, Philip Malinex, Sean Donnie, and Derek Wynn is where everybody at. It looks like Derek is not out on the track, and neither is Sean Donnie, as it looks like they are in the hauler here. Even Philip Malinex, or maybe I'm just on the wrong here. Yeah. Let's see, he's out there. Yeah, I'm going to say the 21 didn't go nowhere. So 26 cars on the field, everyone, and we're getting ready to get back under green here shortly.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's gotten their 4 fresh gummy bears. They're, those lights on that pace car are now off. So that means that we got next time back, Barney's going to drop that green flag and we're going to get ready for stage 2. Excuse me. Ghost Motorsports right now with Ryan Rose in that P number 2 spot. They've been strong tonight. I wonder what their tires are, Jimmy. I would love to know, because it could be, I don't know if it's still tire temp or percentage. I think it's more tire temps that you got to worry about, not so much the percentage. Don't get me wrong, that still matters though, in my personal opinion. But we got someone blinking out in the back. But you know, with the pace cars getting ready to get to that pit entrance, it just seems 35, or I think it's like 70 mile an hour, 60 mile an hour. It seems like it takes forever. I'm excited to get this race going. Back going under green, because you know it, especially restarts is a lot of chaos, a lot of fun. The pace car is now off, and the Tyler Honeycutt's going to lead us to the green flag. He's waiting for that Geico restart lane, and he's going to get a jump on the 58 of Ryan Rose. So, and then the 14 or 13 of Michael Hayes is going to be underneath Ryan Rose as they're coming out of turn 2. I wonder if some of these drivers are going to have a different approach for the second stage, considering it's going to be a few laps longer than stage number 1.
Ooh, we got something happening in the back with Matt Metler, as the 79 has faltered around there. We're still green here. We'll go ahead while these drivers are getting around and see what happened. Quick here with Matt Metler. Using the number 34 car, just kind of gets up near that 51, and I don't know if it's maybe a little bit of net code. Gets shot down there to the inside, and he's going to tag the wall, so going to put some damage on that number 34 as he's trying to lock it up to avoid going back out in the track. So tough break there for the 34 as we just started back here with stage number 2 with Tyler Honeycutt out front and Ryan Rose, Mike Hayes, I think, taking maybe an approach as he's seen his tires fall off right before the stage break, and you can see some of these drivers starting to move up. You got Dalton Kilroe there in P14, Sam Baumgarten. In their P number 5, Dalton Kilroe is going to slide back. Ronnie Morrison. So a lot of drivers still up front. A lot of Ghost Motorsports showing the power of how their team practices and gets around this track here right now. So yeah, there's a shout out there for Donnie Honeycutt. Thanks for joining us here on CRN as the league, the Cricket Line Racing League, puts on another great show here at Charlotte.
Yeah, Jimmy, you know, it's going to be different for Michael Hayes, considering that he was in the front. He had the clean air in the pack. It's just that dirty air makes you tight. Being right behind someone is going to make you push, and that's just every lap is going to make that right front get hotter and hotter and hotter before you start to push it and get super tight. So, you know, so maybe getting that left front out, getting some air on that left front might be the answer. But who knows? I'm just the broadcaster. I'm no driver anymore. But as you can see, Terry Collett and that 94 Collett and that 94 machine. Thinking of the 94, thinking it would have missing the old McDonald's cars from Bill Elliott days. That's the only time you ever see the 94. Any day nowadays is with that McDonald's car. So he has a good looking Six Sigma paint scheme going on there. Michael Reeves in that 33 with that Under Armour patriotic paint scheme. Loving that paint scheme. It almost looks like a Mario car right next to him in that I can't see what number
it is. That is the was that the 38? 38
yep,
is
38.
Jeff Carl.
Yeah, that a Mario Kart. Yeah.
As long as he's not throwing out any bananas or turtle shells just yet, as everybody's been able to drive around him on a smooth mission, but definitely doing a pretty decent job. Up 9 spots from the start there, Jeff Carl is, and doing a fantastic job so far. Looking to keep better in his run. But right now, the man on the move, up 19 spots. Sam Baumgarten. in P number 3 right now, right behind Tyler Honeycutt. Tom Frida's checking out, saying, see ya. So is Tom putting the pedal to the metal? Is he saving? I don't think he's saving right now. He's going out to a little bit of a lead, and he's going to see them tires fall off, and after a little bit of time. So maybe sitting in the back of his head, like, let me get out here to a second or so, and maybe just kind of settle down and take it easy, but stay out of the way of everybody else. So good run there by Tom so far, as there is a massive drivers in a line, kind of looking to get around, making sure nobody hits one another. So fantastic driving so far, Derek. Really impressed on the way everybody's handling it here in the early stages, as we're on lap 56 of 200. So we're a quarter of the way through here tonight so far at Charlotte, and these drivers are just showing nothing but sportsmanship, great racing, and that they can get around here under green.
Jimmy, I mean, right now that kind of looks like the freeway going down the I-95. Everyone jockeying for position to get in front of everyone else. Say my time is more important, but these guys, every time they pass someone, they get one spot closer to that lead. As you can see, Ryan Rose down 6 spots. Maybe trying different. Maybe made a bad adjustment to the car, or trying to save some tires so that way he didn't fall back in the run. He can be making up some spots. So it's all about rolling into the throttle, rolling off the throttle. A little bit of trail braking can make all the difference in these cars. Wheel inputs, obviously we can't see his wheel, but it's a lot of little things that you don't think matters in these cars, Jimmy. They got some big fat wide tires that has a lot of grip, so you have all the grip in the world. So trying to find a way to make that car rotate is always the key. As we see a car going down into the pit lane, that's the 34, I believe, or he's just getting out of the way for these drivers.
Something happened.
That 51 car.
No, something happened to Dalton Kilroy. He was up there, and now towards the back, of trying to see what happened. If I can catch what happened, because it seems like he fell back a lot.
If he hit the wall. No, I don't have nothing on mine as far as
no accidents or nothing. I'm just trying to see why I didn't notice Kilroy go back that far.
Chris Spencer is on the move in that 2 car. He's up 8 spots up to P number 4 and setting his sights on the P3 car, but he hasn't been the 69 of Ronnie Morrison trying to make that spot. Oh, they touched going into 3 and 4. Who's that?
87 just take the loss.
Christopher Spencer just made the this is a 2 car. The 87 of Raymond Hydra. I don't think that's not definitely not right.
But I think it's just Herdina.
Makes sense.
I don't know. I got a cousin. Her name's Tina. It's INA. I don't know if the R is silent or whatnot, but out there doing a good job so far there. Number 87. A lot of good battling going on right now, Derek. Right there, look right there in front of Stephen Hayes. Too wide. I'm going to go hop on down into the side. Let's go to the roll bar here for the fans. Kind of got an inside look like they're riding shotgun on board with Stephen Hayes as he comes down through turn number 4 down the tri-oval area, or should I say quad over area.
Yeah, Jimmy, I mean, it's a lot of fun. Ooh. Oh! Wait, someone hit the wall. Everyone had to scatter. That way they didn't.
It was the two car of
Chris Spencer.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's going for a ride. It's the O2. Gonna keep it going.
What a save! That could have been disastrous for the Scotty Stevens and the O2 Elite Performance machine.
Take a look at that. Let's see what happened with Scotty. It's getting loose. Takes a ride through the grass, holding on to it. Keeping it down. Everybody notices the O2 being slow down there, so they're going to go to the high side. So good awareness by all the drivers. Great save there by the O2, Scotty Stevens. We're now on lap 66 of 200. Tom Frieda's still out front. Got about a 1.5 second lead over Tyler Honeycutt and gang. So we've seen Tyler cut down Mike Hayes on stint number 1. Can he do it again to Tom Frieda's?
Yeah, his best lap is a 29.3, and right now he's running a 29.6. So Ronald Judd in that number 64 Viagra car. Right, that is what I'm saying. Yes. The vintage Mark Martin car. I don't think that's quite the same paint scheme, but I think it's close enough. But got a lot of chrome on that side. Michael Rivas in the 33 machine. He is making a pass. The O2, Scotty Stevens, is just try to mosey on by, just kill some time. The 94 got a little bit loose behind the 78 there. So now that's going to allow the 64 car to gather his, and the 5 cars in the wall, right in the high lane. Almost looks like he skimmed the outside wall right there. He got a little rear end wiggle as the 64 is going to try to make a pass on him going into turn 1 and 2. It looks like he's going to have it coming out of 5 cars going to roll on by, back on to his side of the 64, and that allows the car behind them to drive up.
Yeah, so 5 actually the 21. 5 on our screen, 21 on the tower. But just playing chicken on the wall back here, trying to run that high line, trying to get that machine to go forward, but slipping back ever so slowly. Because now the 24 of Reese Covington goes for and makes the pass here for number 21. Yes. Back up front is they're kind of battling out a little bit, and now you have Mike Hayes taking over and passing the number 20 of Brian Honeycutt, but they're going to stay side by side, and I'm sure Tom Frieda's is like, keep battling, boys, stay back there, leave me alone. But Tom Frieda's is losing his gap. Oh, and Tom Frieda's coming down in the pits, giving up the lead over to Tyler Honeycutt.
I believe that's going to. I'm going to be on the wild side, seeing if that's going to be that we're going to be somewhat short on fuel, as that might be a pit strategy, as we do have 7 sets of tires plus what was on the car when we started. So
you see a few drivers taken to the pits along with Tom. Ronnie Morrison, Michael Reeves. Right now, Mike Hayes and Ryan Rose coming down the pits. As our tower lights up in red and lets us know that they're down there.
Lighting up like a Christmas tree there, Jimmy.
Yeah, the position's changing and everything right now, but Tyler Honeycutt out to the lead there. And we have seen the short pit take toll on some of these drivers that tend to want to stay out a little bit longer because they got plenty of fuel, but the tires make a huge difference here. So when it's their turn to come in, they just lose so much time on the track. because like I said, we've seen the times right now, their best laps being 29.3. They're running in the 30s to the 31s right now, Derek. So a lot of tire wear, with just a few laps on them tires. So we're going to see where everything kind of pans out once this pit cycle kind of rolls through.
I mean, if you can stretch the fuel that far, that would mean that you would have to go roughly another 30 laps or 25 laps or 26 laps, I'm sorry, but a second a lap, and then you're going to continuously lose track time, lap time, I'm sorry, to the car behind you, 1 second per, so it would be really close. As you can see, Stephen Hayes is going to jump down on pit road, get down to pit road speed and try to get that car serviced. Carl Lindstrom is in. Philip Molinex is in. See a little bit of damage to that right side of that machine. As you see, he's going to at least take 2 tires on the right side and see if the car gets jacked up on the left side. Yep, he's going to get a set of brand new 4 gummy bears there, and he is going to be off. It's always nice. But I do believe coming in early, short pitting is going to help Tom Freitas' chances to regain the lead, but it's all about getting in and out of the pits as fast as you can without a speeding penalty. Depending on everyone else's,
We'll see how everybody is doing right now. Go ahead and I'll bring up their pit lap and their times. You can see the times that they're on when they came in and how long their pit stop was. So you see the field back there. In P number 13, Mike Hayes with a 41-second pit lane time, and then Ryan Rose with only a 29.4. So trying maybe a 2-tire pit stop there. And then you have Tom Freitas with a 42.4. So it isn't enough for Ryan Rose on 2 tires to gain time on the track. So we will see, because it looks like Ryan Rose is going for a pit strategy to see if he can come up the stage 2 winner here. But right now, your current leader is Sam Baumgarten in that number 53 PSP Motorsports machine, followed by Kenneth Bartholomew in the number 73 by Ryko Performance. Got Gerber Collision and Glass on that car. Roland Collette back there in the number 10. Can't get more patriotic than that car right there. A lot of stars and stripes going on, and a great time to run it here for the Memorial Day weekend.
Yes. And Jimmy, I was looking at the pit times right now, and Mike Hayes has a pretty fast pit stop of 41.6. That's pretty quick considering other than Ryan Rose probably just taking 2 tires, but like Thomas Freitas had a 42.4. That's almost 8/10 of a second. That was a close one for the 58 and Thomas Freitas of trying to get around the 24 of Michael Hayes or 13 car. Thomas Freitas is going to get a nice little run, going to get held up, and now they're going to try to navigate the 2 car of I don't know his name, but he gets loose. Christopher Spencer's got loose. Tap Michael Hayes. That's going to slow up Tom right there. Not what you wanted to see, trying to make a pass on a slower car. So,
you've seen the skill of the number 32 of Tom Freitas there, letting up, knowing that slowing and not ruining his race car is not worth pushing the issue, just for a chance at one more spot for a stage break. So good job there by the number 32 to avoid any kind of incident there, keeping this race green. We're on 83 of 200. We still have drivers still needing to pit. Sam Baumgarten out there right now in the lead over Kenneth Bartholomew and Roland Collette for your 3 cars, but you can see a lot of drivers starting to work their way back forward as some people want a lap down. I'll just go ahead and show the tower real quick bring up the gap so you can see who has not the lap down. So there is only 8 cars on the lead lap right now. So if anything, Sam and Kenneth and Roland, Larry, Chris Spencer, Terry Collette, Dalton Kilroy, and Matt Metler are looking for that caution. Keep a majority of the field down, or at least in the back of the pack. But I don't think we're going to see it here, Derek. A lot of drivers using a lot of patience, skill, and to get around here cleanly as Roland Collette finally comes down in the pit lane along with Terry Collette there. So they're going to give up the 5th and 6th position, and a lot of these drivers are going to start getting their laps back. But now it is that number 53 of Sam Baumgarten out front here on lap 85 at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
You know, I mean, the longer you stay out with these guys on fresh tires, it's going to be real hard. If you were already in the back, then fine, it will work out. But if you're in like the top 10 and you stayed out, that's going to make it, you're going to lose a lot of time. And it's a huge gamble, but the risk could be a little too much sometimes if you do that, Jimmy. I mean, if you stay out and the caution comes out, the reward is great. But Kenneth Bartholomew is in. Sam Baumgartner is coming in, and he's slowing down to pit road as the Larry Bell now assumes the lead in that 43 machine Pit Lizard Performance Chevrolet. So as he's turning just past the 78 of Hunter on the bottom, and he is still out. Oh, he barely missed the wall, and Chris Spencer is at 2 seconds behind him right now. So Dalton Kilroy moved up to P number 3. So it's awesome to see the different set of pit strategies going on here, Jimmy. And maybe that's why Dalton fell back to the back to probably save some fuel, as we're at lap 88 of 200 and we're just 12. I hear some tires screeching. Didn't see nothing, but it,
24.
But as we're on board with the 94 of Terry Collette. Probably
call it, man. 94 back there at P19 right now. We're just trying to, I don't see any of I call them Skittles, but our drivers up there on the track map, with their colors and stuff. I don't see anybody slow on the track right at the moment. Our best battle right now is right up here with P4 and 5. As we continue to watch Mike Hayes, Ryan Rose, and Tom Fridas battle out here, as we're still waiting for Larry Bell and Chris Spencer to come on in. Dalton Kilroy out there, and he's right in front of Mike Hayes and those drivers that are on newer tires, but trying to stay out there to get a better run. I'm sure, Derek, when the next stage break comes out, everybody's going to come back down again here in 10 laps. So right now, I think we're just going to have drivers trying to stretch it as long as possible and get a good stage break, and then come in, take 4 tires, fuel. And because they actually need to take more fuel, it could set them back farther in the field, where they actually finish there for the stage break. As the other drivers came in, and will have to take less fuel. But Chris Spencer out front still. Number 2 machine with Smoke Show Racing.
Yeah, he's
TV
doing
network.
He's doing pretty well, I believe, with the lap times right now. I don't think he's running. He's running probably a second off the pace compared to the other guys. But at what point does the tires just level off? I don't think right now that we're going to have that, as he's dropping to the bottom of the racetrack to let those guys go by on fresh tires go by. So how far can he go? How long can he stay out? Well, I guess that answers my question. He is coming down pit road right now to service that Chevrolet or Ford Mustang and the Smoke Show Racing. So Mike Hayes is going to resume the lead.
Yeah, Mike Hayes is going to assume assume the lead. Took that lead over Tom Friedels there. Ryan Rose back there in P number 3. Then Dalton Kilrow in P number 4. Stephen Hayes in 5th, Carl Lindstrom in 6th, Chris Spencer falling back through the field. Sam Baumgarten, we've seen him out front there for a while in that 53. Here comes Raymond Hardenia in up 10 spots in P number 8, right there in that 87 machine.
Yeah, I mean, this is awesome just seeing everyone trying to guess who's on fresher tires than the person in front of them or behind them. You know, the strategy, I mean, it's awesome to see Dalton Kilroy still out there. He hasn't pitted since lap 42, so he is in P number 4, and he has a good distance behind him to the next car, so
the 41 is staying out, trying to make things work here. Trying to make that stage break there, or at least pushing it as far as possible. They're doing a great job there with MFRD Racing. Currently in fourth spot, so as you continue to see some of the drivers coming down into pit lane. Who was that? Or was someone who was slow? Okay, so not slow, low. Let's see what we got. What do we got battle going on here? Go back here.
That's a big old cluster.
Big old cluster of 6 cars being led by the 20. Excuse me. Is it the 20 or the 10? Which are you?
The 10.
The 10. 10 of rolling.
But they're doing a good job. You can see the amount of different lines and see which one's working for better for which driver. As you can see, John Bell in that number 5 car just follow along and behind that. Oh!
Slap the wall there.
Yeah, the 64 hit this ton of that out of that wall. So, and that gives John Bell the momentum that he needed to get around as the 64 looks like he's hanging on. And the 43 and the 94 are battling it out for that P number 13 spot, 14th spot. So the 94 makes that pass. Now he's going to set his sights on the number 5 of John Bell, as we're with Phil Molinex in that P number 21 spot. So, you know,
just hang on.
Ooh, yep. And, I mean, he's coming. Terry Collins coming, and he's going to make that pass on the 5 car, and he's going to set his sights on Philip Molinex in that for that number P12 spot. So
yeah,
a lot of good racing.
Yeah, Terry Collette's actually he's in 13th right now, and the next guy in front of him is the 53 of Sam Baumgarten. The 21 is a lap car of Philip Molinex right now. Yeah.
Sorry. Well, I do know that we have 17 cars on the lead lap as the last time I seen.
Oh, yeah. We're coming down to lap 100 here. Right now, Mike Hayes got the lead this time. Derek, last time he lost it. But right now, it's Mike Hayes, Ryan Rose, Tom Frieda, Stephen Hayes, Carl Lindstrom, Dalton Kilrow, Roland Collette, Michael Reeves. So I believe this is white flag when they cross. We should see the yellow flag. So there's 101 right now.
I don't know if it's the completion or the after everyone passes.
Yep, there it is. I think maybe after the top 10. So Mike Hayes, Ryan Rose, Tom Frieda, Stephen Hayes, Carl Lindstrom, Dalton Kilrow, Roland Collette, Michael Reeves, Raymond Redina, and then Ronnie Morrison for your top 10. And you have Kenneth Bartholomew, Sam Baumgarten, Terry Collette, John Bell, Jeff Carl, Larry Bell, Chris Spencer still on the lead lap. And then I believe, I'll pull this up here so you guys can see who's not on the lead lap. So starting with Chummy Miller, Tyler Honeycutt, Reese Covington, Philip Malinex, Matt Metler, all 1 lap down. Then you have Scotty Stevens 2 laps down along with Hunter Bogdan, Ronald Judd 4 laps down, and only 3 drivers out of the race right now. Steven Johnson, Sean Donnie, and Derek Wynn. So sometimes you just have to call it. Derek Wynn never took the track, so Derek Wynn could be, maybe he's the admin, so I'm not sure. But again, for everybody out there watching, thanks for joining us here on CRN. I know we're just kind of a temp service for the week, but hopefully we're putting on a great show for everybody out there. Again, shout out to everybody that talks in the chat, but if you want to see your favorite driver, please let us know in the chat. And if you could, please smash that thumbs up. If you like what you see here at CRN, we're covering iRacing races all week long throughout the week. Sometimes 3 to 4 races at a time. So you can hit that subscribe button, and don't let the subscribe fool you here on YouTube. It's free, okay? So there's no subscription. Not like back in the old day, and the kids came to your door and try to get you to buy some magazine subscription. I'm a sucker for kids, so we always had magazines around the house back in the day. But yeah, subscribe here at YouTube. There's nothing but just kind of get notifications when they go live, and supports the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, Jimmy. What a wonderful first half of the race. We do have one fast repair for tonight, so that's gonna so I mean, so far not too many have had needed it, but good to have in your back pocket for later, just in case if you might come out of turn 4 or 2 and smack the outside wall and get some wheel damage or steering damage, so it allows you to fix that car right up and get going on the next going. But right now Mike Hayes is in P number 5 right now. As you can see, all the other guys are going to come in right now. Dalton Kilroe did an awesome job. He put that entire stage on that.
He's out of gas. I just seen him. Where's he at? Yeah, I think he might be out of gas.
Give him a bump, guys. Give him a bump. Oh, no. Oh,
there's a bump.
I mean, it worked. It got him the points that he needed, but it's going to send him back to the back. So maybe, I mean, if he can make it, he has to hit his pit stop just right. And
do not slide through. That's the worst thing you want to do. I've been there, done that. Run out of gas, you come through. One, you need to slow down so you're not speeding on pit lane. You don't want to spend any extra time. You're already losing it on the track. And that was quick. That was a quick stop. So hopefully they gave him enough gas. But the 41 of Dalton Kilroe is going to get back out there. He's going to fall back a few spots, but he's going to stay on the lead lap from Derek. I've seen Dalton come through the field before, so still don't count Dalton Kilroe out. We still have 96 laps remaining here tonight, and anything can happen. It's been green from the start so far. Fantastic racing by some drivers I've never seen race before, so it's great to see new people, new teams out there. Ghost Motorsports. Let's see who else is out there. Ghost Motorsports has been up front most of the evening. A couple free drivers from like Pennsylvania and Florida. There's Lone Star Racing there with Stephen Hayes. Let's see here. Roland Collette was from Georgia. Ronnie Morrison is another Ghost Motorsports driver. Kenneth Bartholomew by Ryko. Perry Collette, another driver from Georgia. Chris Spencer from Smoke Show Racing. I see he's got the SRTV network on there, so it's just a shout out to probably another broadcaster or another series of broadcasters out there getting some race time in instead of in the booth. Lucky Dog Racing there with John Bell. Mike Reeves there with Outcast Racing with the Under Armour car. Let's see, Carl Lindstrom with Bowtie Bandits. That's Chevy Lovers right there, Derek.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Jeff Carl's from Texas. Chummy. Back there with Chummy Motorsports. Larry Bell, our lone Canadian out here with Pit Lizard Performance. Seen him get a lap led tonight. Raymond there with Smoke Show Racing. At Mettler. He's from the United States. Another Ghost Motorsports back there with Tyler Honeycutt. Reese Covington from Carolina. Dalton Kilroy is from NFRD. Hunter Bogdan is from North Carolina Garage. We're going to get back here under green. Robin Rose will lead us off here for this one for our second half. Tom Frida's right behind him. Mike Hayes and Tom Frida's almost touch is going to send Mike Hayes back just a little bit. The 5 of Stephen Hayes is going to use that momentum and try to get underneath the 20, excuse me, the 13, even though it says 24.
I know we have roughly 95 laps. Sorry, go ahead.
93 now.
Oh, yeah. 93 laps. So if you do that, you got the green. So 94. So you divide that into 3 equal spots. I believe I would go probably 33 laps and then come in and pit. And make it simple. Make it a 3 pit.
I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna make it 1 stop for the rest. Like they're gonna make 1 more stop here tonight. And the 5 going. It's not. Who's that? John Bell. John Bell is the. He's a 12 car, even though it's 5. It's nothing like confusing the broadcaster by putting or having not a sim stamped car, and then you get into a league and you're assigned a car number usually. So definitely makes calling you out sometimes a little difficult, but good racing. The 5 just be a little looser at the moment, trying to get control of that 5 car. There's a 53, and the 5 goes on the 8. Hold on to it. That's about the most action we've had so far, with somebody almost losing besides the 1 car going down the front stretch through the grass. The 5 is able to hold on to it, but right in front of them we're seeing some the 10 of Roland and Terry Collette. They're battling there just a little bit, but they have single fouled out. A lot of racing still remaining here. They still have 90 laps remaining. At 30 seconds a lap at best, so we know there's going to be some pit stops in there, so it's going to take a little more time. So we're looking at least 45 more minutes here tonight, and they've been nothing but green flag running besides the stage breaks. But from here on out, they got to make it to the end, and you don't want to be that guy that's pulled out that caution. But I think things are going to start to heat up a little bit. Who's going to save, who's going to push, who's going to go for a 1 stop, who's going to go for a 2 stop, is somebody going to try just right side tires? I mean, there's all kinds of strategies out there, and there's plenty of time to execute them as we are completing lap 112 here, and Tom Frida's are back out front, being challenged by Ronnie Morrison.
Yeah, Jimmy, I don't think right now you're taking the gloves off by no means, but you are definitely starting to unstrap the gloves and getting them ready to take off, because it's not going to be long before we're 50 laps to go, and depending on how everything's shaping up, you might want to start hustling and bustling and trying to put yourself in a position to take the win away. But as you can see, Roland Collette is rolling. Chummy Miller in that, going back to Christopher Spencer in that number 2 car. He is battling with the 41 car and the 5 of John Bell right now. He's on the bottom. I don't know if the bottom has necessarily been the spot tonight in 3 and 4. It seems like the higher that you ran, the more speed you're getting off the corner. So I don't know if it's all personal preference, I guess. But John Bell is doing an awesome job tonight. 13 spots in P number 10, along with the 19th of Dalton Kilroy in that. And hasn't moved up. He's in the same spot as he's been when he started the race. I think he is a lap down.
He's a lap down. So because he ran out of fuel, he ended up going a lap down.
I wonder
for the 41. He's got to try to work his way forward. He's got to and make his way up.
In the wall. Oh, there's a car down at the bottom of the wall.
What was it? 12. Where'd he go?
12 in the 34. Oh, John Bell's losing it. He gathers back up. And he dropped down to the apron. He got some lucky breaks there as he didn't cause caution. And he didn't get hit by that car flying by. So we're riding with John Bell, see what happened. Coming out of turn 2, everything looks a little fine. You can see the tire marks are coming down, maybe getting a little loose. Car gets a little wiggle.
34, he probably checks up for the 34, and he's losing it right there. He's going to go down to the inside. And we'll kind of watch this play out here as the 5 has to catch this.
Whoa!
Oh, he lost his bumper right there. Who was that?
At the 33, I believe it was.
Yeah, the 33. Michael Reeves. So not catching a break there, the 33 or the 12 of John Bell. So tough break, but we're still green. We're on lap 118 at 200. Tom Frieda's out front, 69, giving Tom a little bump there. Looking to go to the inside of Ronnie Morrison. Little bump and run, but not able to run.
I mean, and the 5, that 5 car of the Dr. Pepper of Steve Hayes. Oh,
Ronnie Morrison going down. You tell me these boys ain't battling now.
The little bit of, he tapped the left rear. That's going to give Stephen Hayes the opportunity he needed to take and lead the lap here. At lap 120, we got a new leader. First time leader of the night, Stephen Hayes, over Tom Freitas and Ronnie Morrison. So, I mean, I will have to say Stephen was a little patient and let the 69 and 32 battle it out. And now allowed him to get around and take the lead.
Yeah,
wow.
5 took advantage of the heavy battle in between the 32 and 69, and yeah, definitely puts that 5 out front. Tom looking to maybe get around the 5. He's looking for the best entry there. So a big battle up there up front, but we can't forget the rest of everybody else. We got some right behind Sam Baumgartner. You got Ryan Rose. Oh, God, that's some left cars there. But Chris Spencer, Chummy Miller, right back there in 7th and 8th. Kenneth Bartholomew back there in 9th. And Roland Collette. So this is like a long line here of a kind of like everybody just kind of single file, knowing that they have plenty of racing still remaining. Still 78 laps to go.
You know, Jimmy, when the green fell, I was telling you about when I would pit, and that we're within the 10-lap window of that period, and it's going to be as Ronald Judd is in the pit. I don't know if that's a scheduled pit stop or not, but he is in.
Only because he's 8 laps down. Yeah, so that was the number 64 car. So a few laps down there by Ronald, probably just coming down. The car's not feeling good. Gonna take down, gonna get some tires and fuel, and maybe get back out there. If not, maybe put it in the hauler, and maybe you can join in on the YouTube channel and watch the rest of the races. As fellow league mates are out there putting on a great show. But Tom Frieda is able to get a little space there from Ronnie now, following the 5 of Stephen Hayes. Barry, the 41, he ended up running out of fuel there right at the end after the stage break. So got a good stage break finished, and because he was out of fuel, went ahead and went a lap down, unfortunately. So he's got some work to do. He's got to get past Tyler Honeycutt in the 20, which has been fast all evening as well as a lap down. Tyler Honeycutt and Dalton Kilrow are right there together. But if a caution were to come out right now, 20 of Tyler Honeycutt would get the lucky dog. 41 is still racing for that position. Needs to get around the 20 to take that lucky dog position away. And then if a caution comes out, stay out of any incidents so he can actually claim that lucky dog. He does make the move there on the 20, moving Dalton Kilrow back up to P number 15. It's still better than where he started. He's up 4 spots, but he's definitely a lap down, so not where he wants to be. But up front is Stephen Hayes in the 5, Dr. Pepper Machine, and then Tom Frida's in that number 32 machine.
Yeah, Jimmy, I bet you Tom had some tempers boiling like he was on a short track right now after all that happened. But I mean, he's still in a pretty good spot. I mean, he's not too far from the leader. They're putting some time on the P3 machine.
Something happened with Matt Mettler. Matt Mettler entered the pit lane, and he jumped the pits. What happened to Matt?
I didn't see nothing.
Not seeing anything. He just entered the pits, then jumped the pits, which means he hit the tow button. I don't know. Hey, Governor, I wish you were out here too, man. I mean, we're having a great race. Green flag run so far from the drop, with the exception of the stage breaks, and some pretty good heavy racing right now. It's Stephen Hayes, Tom Frida's out front, Ronnie Morrison, and Mike Hayes back there in third and fourth from Ghost Motorsports. It looks like Mike wants to get around Ronnie, and he's going to do that to the low side. So teammates are working with each other. Now they're going to need to work together maybe to catch up to Tom and Steven. Then you have Ryan Rose, another Ghost Motorsports back there in P number 5. You can see the 41 of Dalton Kilrow able to get around a few of those cars. He's put some little bit of space there between the 20 car of Tyler Honeycutt. So still sitting in that lucky dog spot, but he needs a little bit of luck. Hence the lucky dog. So he can get around on that lead lap. Sam Baumgarten back there in P number 6, up 16 spots. Currently your biggest mover for the evening. Then Chris Spencer up 5 spots in that number 2 machine. Kenneth Bartholomew and 8th, Tommy Miller up in P number 9 in that 6 machine. And Roland Collette in the number 10 and 10th. Up moving in P number 9. Carl Lindstrom back there in 11th. 83 yellow and blue Fanatec machine. Terry Collette back there, and then number 94 6 Sigma car. Like that black and gold. Jeff Carl back here with Mario. I think it's time to throw some bananas, Jeff. Get a caution out. Get you up front, buddy. But the 38 machine doing a good job. He is up 12 spots tonight so far, Derek. So great run there for Jeff. Larry Bell back there. You've seen him lead a lap late in the second stint. Or second stage, I should say, not stint. I'm thinking road race. Oh, caution's out for John Bell. Well, don't count out Dalton Kilrow. Just go sit back and see what happened here. With John Bell, we've seen him a little loose earlier, but seems like the rear end's loose right there. That's going to send him down to 69 of Ronnie Morrison, and they're going to collide. And that's what brings out the caution right there. Sends the 5 nose into the wall. Heavy damage there on the 12 of John Bell, even though it says 5. And he's going to go for a ride down the backstretch.
I mean, I know he's not lucky tonight as far as what just happened. I believe he came in and got his fast repair. So I think this is going to be an end of night wreck, as he's going to have some time to get that machine fixed so he can get back out. But it's going to take some time to fix it. So we are a lap 133 of 200, and all the leaders are coming in.
I think we might still be. I don't know. We might be a little short. I think they're gonna have to stop again.
Well, if it's falling into my 2 pit stop window.
Did you cause the caution? Broadcaster caution.
Me and my imaginary wheelbase. I think it's the mouse. Thank you.
Stephen Hayes wins the race off pit road to keep his lead. Then followed by Tom Frias, Mike Hayes, Sam Baumgartner getting a pretty good jump there. They're in P number 4 right now. Then Chris Spencer, Ryan Rose, Kenneth Bartholomew, Ron Collette, Carl Lidstone, Terry Collette, Chummy Miller, Jeff Carl, Dalton Kilroe is now up to P number 13.
But I believe he will go to the back though.
Yeah, he'll be at the end of the longest line. Larry Bell, Ronnie Morrison, and Tyler Honeycutt, and Reese Covington. So I believe 17 drivers will be on a lead lap now. Yep, so 17. And then our next driver is going to be Hunter Bogdan, Michael Reeves, Scotty Stevens, and then John Bell is our 22nd car there. You see him, he has some major damage, so he might be in the pits for the rest of the night. We will see. A few more drivers coming down. And there's nothing wrong with this move right here, Derek. If you're at the back of the pack, you might want to get down there, top off on fuel, and maximize how long you can stay out. And maybe you could go the 60 or the 65 laps that are remaining. You don't know what's going to happen, and being able to take that time to if you're in the back anyways, might as well just go ahead and fill her up.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's going to be an advantage.
The 87 still is out there, so Raymond trying to get that wave around. There's another car out there too, the 64, trying to get a wave around Ronald Judd.
I mean, but Ronald Judd
too. Yeah, there's a few cars gonna take the gamble here and get back on the lead lap and just.
Ronald Judd is 15 laps down.
Oh, okay, but all these drivers are in front of the leader of Stephen Hayes, so I'll go right here with Stephen and hop on the nose, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars wanting to get at least one of their laps back the easy way, the easier way, I should say.
Right. I mean, there's no shame. I would do it too, just to get you're off cycle anyways.
Sure. I mean, there's always a chance. Cautions can breed cautions. This is the first one, but you never know. There's 65 laps, and now we're starting to get to the second half of the race, and somebody wants to win. Who's it gonna be? We got Barry out there rooting for Dalton Kilroe. He got his lap back. About all I'm hearing so far right now. If you're out there watching, I know at least 12 people are watching. Put it in the chat. Let us know who you want to win.
I'll help you out.
Lights are off on the pace car. We're coming at it too. About to come down the backstretch here. Got one vote there for Tom. That number 32. Can he do it? A busy man all week. I've been working with Tom, getting this all together to make sure we have great coverage here at Charlotte. Under the lights. The lights of the paint's coming out here just now, and all the cars are looking fantastic. Fantastic. Love people that support things like Mental Health Awareness Month. Anybody that supports anything, whatever you believe in.
Well, the pace car is off. Barney is going to get that green flag ready to go as Stephen Hayes is going to bring them to the Geico restart line, and they're off. And he's going to lead us. Thomas Frias is going to be on the outside of Stephen Hayes going into turn 1. He's going to try to use that outside momentum to take the lead going down the backstretch, and we're going to see how that's going to work out for Tom. And the 24 of Michael Hayes. Oh, the 02 is going to fall back, or the 2 of
Chris Spencer.
Chris Spencer is falling off. I don't know what happened with that, but that was a big drop.
Best to slow up and collect your car if you're losing it. These cars are a handful to catch and get back going once you start losing it. So I just kind of left off. You see somebody slow there down on the inside in the corner there. Not quite sure who that was, and that was the 3 of Sean Vioni. So getting back out there to get some laps in. Up front is Sam Baumgarten. And that number 53. So the 53 has finally made it to the front here, as everybody is now on even playing field, fresh tires, fresh fuel. Tom Friedis in the number 32 is going to get behind the 53 and hopefully try to pull away from the rest of the field here. But got the 5 is Stephen Hayes. Says, you know, he's not going to let that happen. And here comes 10. Here comes Roland Collette. A nice run there on the 5. I thought he was going to maybe think about making a move. Then he had the 24, Mike Hayes. Lost the lead there and losing the, not collecting the win for stage 1, collecting stage number 2 win. Back up there up front, fighting again for the win here as we have 60 laps remaining. 58 of Ryan Rose and currently in 6th. Kenneth Bartholomew back there in 7th. Terry Collette and Chris Spencer battling side by side at 94, trying to work his way back forward. Look at the run he's getting on that outside. Gotta slow down to get that car to rotate, but man, he had a run. I wasn't anticipating because he went into 3 pretty fast.
I mean, I don't think he touched the brake. I don't think he just kept into the. I mean, I don't blame him. I would try to, but here comes Dalton Kilroy in that 41 machine on the long side of that number 6 machine. Now he's going to move up to top, trying to take that spot, set his sights on the 2 of Christopher Spence and the 6 of Chubby Miller. So just trying to, can't go anywhere right this moment because he's kind of blocked in, and he's going to get past Christopher Spence, and Dalton Kilroy is now going to draft up to Chubby Miller and probably give him a nice little push going into 3 and 4. He slows up, and now he's going to be on the outside of the 94 of Terry Collette. And now he's going to get a nice little draft off Chubby, going down the front stretch tri-oval, and they're going to go off into turn 1. He's just trying to pick him up and put him down as fast as he can. Now we're back at the top of the Sam Baumgarten is getting challenged by Tom Friedis and that 32 machine for the lead. They're side by side. They touched going into 3 and 4. They're still side by side. Tom's on the bottom. Sam's on the top. But that was almost looked like it could have been neck code a little bit there. As you can see them. Oh, they're getting real close. Real close. They're side by side coming out of turn number 2. The 53 is going to have a nice little edge on the outside with that, but Tom's going to throw it into turn 3 and 4. 53 Sam's going to come into the top. Matter of fact, they're side by side for the lead. It's going to be Sam for this lap, but I mean, Tom's not giving up. He's like, I mean, this could be good, but it could also hurt you in the long run because you're battling side by side, trying to get every inch and wearing out those tires, and tires do matter. So it's just a matter of when are you going to come down for that second pit stop there, Jimmy.
Yeah, the battle here is intense, and you know that it still have a lot of racing left. You know, there is still 54 laps remaining, and this is what you're seeing up here. You can see how close they're getting. Get that little bit of side draft. Looks like the 5 of Stephen Hayes going to go to the outside, give that 53 up on, and the 53 comes down and throws a block on the 32. Brave move there. That could have cost him. It could have swiped himself out. But I think Tom Friedis was able to see that as they're battling left and right.
There's a lot.
I want to go back and check the rest of the field, but man, the battle up here is intense.
I mean, if they're racing like this with 53 laps to go, imagine what 3 laps to go is going to look like.
It can get real crazy here, that's for sure. And right now, it looks like that's going to allow the 5 of Stephen Hayes to kind of check out as they're going to have to kind of fall back. But Tom just sticking to that low side, but he's already had Sam Baumgarten go by and Roland Collette now using that outside. So Roland up there in the 10, trying to make his way up there, get himself some lead laps. But we talked about him, and he got his lap back. The number 41 of Dalton Kilroe is now at P number 5, and with these guys battling, was allowed to bring him up to the back of their bumpers.
I mean, I don't think that's what they wanted to see, but now you're going to have 2 extra cars, Dalton Kilroe and Chubby Miller, in that pack for battle for the lead as Sam Baumgarten is still up, battling up, and the 10 machine of Roland Collette is on the move. He is now in P number 2. He's going to challenge Sam for the lead, and Sam's going to come down. Oh, they touch, they slow up, and that's going to allow the 5 and the 32 and Dalton Kilroe to all get a nice slow run on that outside.
53, 32 working together, and I think the 32 gave the 53 a shot, pushes them out to the lead. They're going to allow enough of a gap for that 41 to get a drive. I think the 41 just scraped the wall, but he's now into P number 3. That 6 of Chummy Miller now moves to the P number 4 to 10, falling back just ever so slightly, kind of down there by himself right now as everybody's using that high side to get around. But it looks like the high side coming in here late at the race as they cross the start-finish line for lap 151. 49 laps remaining.
Jimmy, right now looks like Chubby's sticking to the back of Dalton Kilroe's car. Wherever he goes, Chubby goes. And not a bad move as they are up from the start of the race. And Ronnie Morrison down 13 spots in P number 14. Got a little bit of an incident. He was involved in the last caution, but with John Bell, but he's trying to make his way back through the field and kind of hitting some roadblocks and saving some tires maybe, and trying to extend how long he can go. And you know, on his pit stop there, Jimmy, I mean, we're getting close to where I would say probably in the next 15 laps that we're going to probably maybe cross my fingers, get some people down pit lane, take those fresh 4 gummy bears, because I think it will work out. I think you have the time, even if no one pits, have the time to come back and race. We're already, lap times are now.
With as heavy as they are racing right now, Darren, I think I would stay out. Anything can happen right now. We got a lot of people jockeying for position, especially up front. A lot of these leaders really testing the waters with each other's skills and making sure that they can keep these hard-to-handle next-gen cars going forward. You know, we've only had that one caution, and Dalton Kilroe was able to use the caution to his advantage. Stage breaks don't count, but it was only until after the second stage break where Dalton Kilroe was actually able to get back on the lead lap. I mean, now he finds himself in a P number 3, right behind Tom Fridas, and then you have the 5 of Stephen Hayes now back in P number 4. Chummy Miller kind of quiet all night, but now showing that he's got speed. And look who's back. The number 58 of Ryan Rose started up in the front at the beginning of this race, along with Mike Hayes. So here comes Ghost Racing, or Ghost Motorsports, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, right now, with every lap, more and more cars starting to come up and join this pack for the lead. So it was a 3-car pack. Now it looks like a 10-car pack. But regardless, here comes Michael Hayes in the 24 car. They're 3 wide going into turn 1. Thomas Frida's in the middle. Stephen Hayes is going to make out like a bandit. He's going to grab the lead from Sam Baumgartner and Thomas Frida's. The 58 machine of Ryan Rose is going to be on the outside of Thomas Frida's challenge for that P number 3 spot. And Michael Hayes is right behind him. He's going to try to make it 3 wide going into turn number 1. This is getting exciting there, Jimmy. A lot of battle. Oh, it almost looks like the 24 got into the back of the 32, but nothing happened there. He probably checked up in time. But Stephen Hayes is going to get a nice little push from Thomas Freitas going down the backstretch as the 80.
I'm just seeing cars really close together back here. Got the 02 to 69. There as they come across the start finish line between that 73 and 69. Is there a battle back here for P12 and 13? Derek, it doesn't have to be the front. You can see right here, mid-pack, great racing, still trying to make it work, just like they're trying to win the race.
You right there, like you were talking about, everywhere they're battling the 69, but side drive. Then the 02 gave him a nice little push down the backstretch. But as you can see, Thomas Freitas got passed by the 58 of Ryan Rose, and Sam Bumgarner went back, is now in P number 2. And Stephen Hayes has jumped out to almost a 3/4 of a second lead, but he might want to watch out. That 58 of Ryan Rose looks like he's on a mission. Oh, they touched. The 53, Sam Bumgarner gets into the wall. He collects it and keeps on going. Gets a little loose. Oh, he's going to get Tom's by. Don't kill Rose by. Chubby Miller's going to try to get on by. The number 10 machine is going to check up a little bit. 43 is going to check up too. Sam's going to be coming down the backstretch. It looks like he got a little wiggly down the backstretch. Ooh, it's going to be interesting, Jimmy. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, it's too wide, and they're trying to get every spot they can right now. But right now, kind of single file out a little bit. They up front, you got Stephen Hayes out to a almost 1 second lead over Mike Hayes and Ryan Rose. So you know these two drivers. You know a pit stop's going to be involved. So I think at this point, with not being too wide with the rest of the pack, with the rest of those fast drivers, I think I'm going to work with as a team and try to track down Stephen Hayes up here. Not being in part of that team. So Stephen Hayes is using all this time to his advantage to possibly try to win this thing here tonight. But the battle continues behind Tom, starting with Sam Baumgarten back there in P number 5, and then Roland Collette, Dalton Quiroz in P number 7, Larry Bell coming back up through. Here comes the number 43s on a charge, followed with Chris Spencer in the 2, and I seen Chummy Miller back there as well. And you got a couple lap cars in there trying to work their way around as well. You got the 83 of Carl Lindstrom there, just taking the top 10 away from Chummy Miller.
Yeah, Jimmy, I think we're getting close. I know we can go probably about 45 laps on a tank. So who's going to be the one that's going to try to test out and short pit early? We got 40.
I'm gonna short pit. I'm like right now, like you're talking about short pit. Now I'm gonna park. Yeah, I'm gonna pit early here, especially if I'm saying in that 8th or 9th position. I'm gonna pit early. I'm gonna hope that my short pit times I can get back out there, and it will net me the point where if those drivers decide to stay out as long as possible, it gives me a chance to get myself a top 5, top 3, and even possibly a win if played correctly. But they have to execute the pit stop perfectly. And even maybe think about even taking a 2-tire stop in order to gain just that little bit of time. But right now, these drivers doing a fantastic job getting around here. The battle continues up in this area, up front, and right around that 5th and 6th there. You can see that 53 on the outside, with Roland Collette now going to the inside. The 02, the 02 is a lap car, I believe. I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, there is people coming in right now. Ryan Rose down in the lanes. Maybe he heard us talking. I don't know. But Ryan Morrison in that 69. Jeff Carl in the Mario car. Pit stops coming out. Give a shout out there to Sam Stoner. Rose hit the afterburners. Yes, he did.
Jimmy, I was just going to tell you, I think we went 45 laps on that second stage, and Dalton Kilrow made it. So I think it's still. I mean, it's still. I don't know how much if he had to save or roll it back.
33 laps remaining now, Derek. It's go time. If somebody comes in the pits, they're making it all the way. It's just when are they going to come down? It is such a choice.
Are you going to take 2 tires? Or are you going to just take how much you need? Because we're at 75% fuel. I mean, so you only need.
How many Miller in the pits? Michael Reeves in the pit. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm just trying to call out for the fans out there. Mike Hayes finally out front. Yeah, it's getting exciting. I mean, it's the end of the race. It's getting towards the end of the race. 32 laps remaining. This is what we come out here for. This is what the racers are out here for. And maybe they don't get as excited because they're not seeing the whole picture like we are. But we're trying to put it on paper, not on paper, put it on the screen for you, and just kind of get you excited. These drivers are out here. This is what they do. They're out here for 200 laps. 169 laps, only 1 caution. You can't ask for a much better race than what's happened here so far tonight with Crooked Line Racing.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy, right now, this is what it's all about. You know, it's coming down to a fuel mileage race. A strategy, are you going to take 2 tires, no tire? Well, I mean, you're going to have to take 2 tires. But are you going to, how much are you going to take of fuel? Are you going to take a full tank? I mean, for them, a full tank is 75%, but you want to take 1 can at 1.5 cans, or you like 10 gallons, depending on what you want to do, minimize your amount of time on pit road. That's going to allow you to come, because you will come down. Those tires will, if you don't slide them, will cool down very little in the pits. But as you can see, Carl Lindstrom's in the pits. Thomas Freitas is in the pits right now, coming in. Oh, the 64 of Larry Bell, or 43 for Larry Bell's, and then 2, he was hauling in the male coming in the pit road. So
yeah, he was flying. Hopefully he was able to get that 43 slow down, because that's probably one of the faster entries I've seen so far tonight. And we'll check pit lane times here once pit cycle here is kind of ended. But right now, Mike Hayes out front for Ghost Motorsports right now, followed by Dalton Kilrow out there in P number 2. I don't think he's going to stay out there the whole time. When has he been in? Okay, I need to just kind of come out here right now and let the fans out there and see where
133.
But he was in there at 133 right now. Stephen Hayes.
134. He came in 1 lap after everyone.
Mike Hayes down in the pits. Dalton Kilrow out in the front. Give a lap led to Dalton Kilrow, number 41.
That's right. I mean, if
you want to caution down, now's the time to do it. Right here, I'll pull up the cap. You got 7 drivers on the lead lap. Case in the pits. He'll probably go a lap down.
That's right. He will. Thomas Freitas passed Stephen Hayes. Wonder what happened to Stephen Hayes. He's falling like a sack of potatoes.
Hayes?
Yeah, Stephen.
Oh, Stephen Hayes. Ooh, I see some damage on. Is that damage on the left front? Go to the front of his car. He's got some left damage. Let me see if we can find what happened. Oh, he went off track. See what happened to the 5 car. There's a nasty bump leaving this pit. There it is.
Oh, man.
Yep. Seen it last night. Same dang bump. Tough break for the 5.
His temper's going a little.
Because he was just in the pits. There's nothing like gut wrenching, like a gut blow. Then when you leave the pits and you mollywog it into the wall, and it's because of the bump. And you just have to know it's there, and you're so excited you want to get back out there. But right now it is Dalton Kilrow. There is only Dalton Kilrow, Chris Spencer, and Sam Baumgarten on the lead lap.
I mean,
tell me if you're the leader right now, you don't want to catch him. 24 laps to go.
I'm not going to lie, 25 laps to go. I mean, but he is 3 seconds ahead of Christopher Spence and almost 4 for Sam Baumgartner. But there's one, you know, that's I don't think he can make it though.
I don't think so. Yeah, they were at 133. They've been out. It is now lap. What are we out here? Oh, I don't want that.
Well, no.
Here to session stuff. I need. Let's see.
No, I'm not mathing right. My mathing ain't right.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah,
so if he can,
178. He has 22 laps remaining. There's no way. We'll find out. We've seen Dalton Kilrow run this car out of gas once. Will he do it a second time?
I mean, he's 60 laps, I think. 60 to 65. I mean, he has a good amount of. They came in at a lap of 42, and then went to lap 102. So about.
We're winding down here tonight at Charlotte with only 21 laps remaining this time by Dalton Kilrow. Out front. 21 laps remaining. I just don't know if he has the fuel, man.
It's going to be.
This is a gutsy call by Dalton.
I mean, he has a bunch of time to save.
I don't even know if he's saving. No, he's bringing her down. Along with Chris Spencer of Smoke Show Racing coming down, and the 53 coming down, Sam Baumgarten. So good attempt by those guys trying to maybe see if something were to happen. But now let's go back. Who should assume the lead here? It should be the 58. Brian Rose, Rose Motorsports. Has a 2-second lead over Larry Bell. Give it up for Larry Bell at 43. Mike Hayes back there in P number 3. But things spread out just a little bit. Here's the closest race on the track right now. Dalton Kilrow coming back out around P number 10. Still following as he has to get back up to speed. Tom Fridas and Tyler Honeycutt. Tom Fridas is soaring on by that number 20. Wow. Ryan Rose. So things kind of calm down, and the 20 is up on the wall. Tyler Honeycutt trying to push it. Getting a little too close to that wall. Reach out, grab it. It's going to slow him down just a little bit. It's going to give Ronnie Morrison a chance to catch him. Caution flies with 18 laps to go. What happened? The 6, Chummy Miller.
Oh, beer and oh man,
Chummy Miller and Hunter. Oh, I'm gonna stop that right here, and then
Hunter
Bogdan.
Bogdan. Yeah. Oh,
right there near
Dalton Kilrow.
So just kind of see what happens here. We'll slow her down for everybody to see on screen what happened. I know we had some fans out there rooting for Dalton Kilrow. Looks like the 78 is starting to lose it right there, and he comes down. Ooh, net code off the 6. 6 and the 79 get together. Right there in front of Dalton Kilrow. 17 laps. The caution comes out.
2 tires, more tires. What are you going to do, Jimmy? What are you going to do?
I don't know, but here comes Larry Bell. There's a lot of people out here. I'm sure they're cutting time for tires, at least 2.
Well, it was a nice, clean
43
race.
in the stall. Oh, it's about to get... The rights go up on the 43. And the 83. 20 got rights up. Looks like lefts before that.
There goes Dalton Kilroy's off. He got 2 tires.
Oh, massive moves. Dalton Kilroy coming out in front of Tom Fritas. But we have a few drivers that decide to stay out. And this is what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you around this is going to happen. So pit, those drivers were just in on lap 164, 174, 180. So not too long ago. So Chris Spencer and Sam Baumgarten might be okay. Jeff Carl and Terry Collette. Those drivers decided to stay out. Jeff's got 20 lap older tires. And Terry's got 10 lap older tires. They're behind the front too. So what's going to happen? These 2 drivers can be a slight hazard. Not wanting to be a hazard, but because their tires are worn, it could cause a problem. But Terry Collette coming down, realizing that maybe not a good idea to be out there on older tires.
I mean,
Mike Reeves in, Raymond is in, Hunter Bogdan's in, Reese Covington's in.
You know, Jimmy, I don't know how that's going to play out, but I know it's going to be definitely an eye out. Because when you're on older tires, it's not really because, old versus new. It's not necessarily that your tires are hot.
Yes, that's what I mean. The older tires means they're worn. They're not as sticky. They could slide. Right. You can miss a shift. Anything can happen.
Or spin the tires.
Yeah, I've seen it. We hear from one of our good friends, Chris Hamilton. He says, accordion is my favorite instrument during restarts, and that's because it's like the cars are like a sleeky. Because you're trying to guess what everybody's going. And the field will just kind of scrunch up and then expand. So it's definitely going to be an interesting one here. Only 15 laps remaining at the time. Right now, lights are still on the pace car. They're still on the sidetrack. You can see them out there. But right now, it is Chris Spencer out front over with Sam Baumgarten. Jeff Carl, Dalton Kilroy, Tom Fritas, Mike Hayes, Ryan Rose, Larry Bell, Carl Lindstrom, and Tyler Honeycutt for your top 10. Then you have Kenneth Bartholomew, Roland Collette, Ronnie Morrison, Stephen Hayes, Chummy Miller, Terry Collette, Michael Reeves. 17 cars on the lead lap. Then you have Raymond back there with Scotty Stevens, Reese Covington, Hunter Bogdan, Ronald Junn, Matt Metler. There's a few back there. And I believe I'm just going to put the gap up there for everybody to see.
As you can see,
so there is 22 cars still on the track. 2 cars a lap down, 2 cars 2 laps down, and 1 15 laps down. Lights are off on the pace car there, going down the back stretch.
Yeah, and then, I'm going to say we've seen the lights go off, we've seen the wave around cars go, and I mean, we're going to have 13 laps to go when we get that green flag, and it's going to be interesting to say the least. So
I'm excited. I'm getting hyped. I'm trying to contain myself. I'm out of water. I had my water bottles empty.
Well, it's going to be a very interesting.
It really wasn't water though. I was drinking Rogue Energy. I had to try it. Pretty good stuff. I won't lie.
You went rogue on us.
I'm a little hyped for it being 10 o'clock at night here.
I see that.
Oh, pace car is in. Getting ready to go back on the green with, and when we cross the line, we'll be 13 laps.
Christopher Spence going to hop on that loud pedal, and he's going to get a jump. The 53, the Sam Bumgarner is going to get a push from Dalton Kilrow. Oh, he hits the wall going into turn 3. Dalton Kilrow is going to jump to the bottom, block Michael Hayes. He's going to get a nice little bump from Michael Hayes. Dalton Kilrow is going to try to get that draft from Sam Bumgarner. He's going to jump to the bottom. Christopher Smith, they're going to be. Oh, he's going to get a look side by side. Oh, Dalton Kilrow is going to get in the middle. Oh, he's going to tap the wall. They're rewind in the back. This is a calamity going down on this restart. A lot of action, a lot of dust flying off that wall going into turn 3 or turn 1. Jimmy, this is exciting. Dalton Kilrow is on the 58 or the caution is.
Breeze past Tyler Honeycomb, trying to see what happened here. Looks like the 69 and 20 are involved. Ronnie Morrison. We'll go back here. It's kind of catch. Oh, you see the 5 and the 69 getting together. 69 coming up and tagging the 20, hitting the wall. 94 and the 6 going down low. Bring out a caution here with not many laps remaining.
Jimmy, I mean,
with the great racing and battling and the excitement going on so far, we know this isn't the end. And this is how competitive these race car drivers are. Ooh, ouch. 64 coming in there, hitting the 69 again. And the 20. Oh, tough break for those drivers. This is going to be an interesting one here, as a lot of drivers are going to be debating whether to come down.
I mean,
I don't know. We're just in. Unless I'm in the back and I got some extra tires or something. I mean, we weren't out there very long, so I can't see many people coming in, sacrificing maybe a position. Tom giving a slight fake out.
You ain't faking anyone, Tom.
I don't know. Chris Spencer holding on here. 10 laps ago. If there's anyone more nervous in this race right now, it's that too, Chris Spencer. Because Dalton Kilrow is hungry. All right, Dalton Kilrow did not have a good race last night. I'm gonna let you guys know that right now. I watched Dalton race last night. He does run up front quite often, but he had a bad race last night, and he's almost had a bad race tonight. Got a little luck on his side tonight, though. He's at P2. Hungry. 41's hungry. 53, another hungry one. Mike Hayes, and he's labeled a 13 car, 24 on the track. He's another hungry one. That driver right there, he just missed out on stage 1 win because he was so hungry he pushed his car too hard. Came back, won stage 2. Here it is, 10 laps to go. 12 or 13 car, 24 car, whatever you want to call it. P4. Tom Frida's adamant about having this race broadcasted. We made it happen. We're here tonight. Tom's in P5. And he get up here and talk with us. I mean, I talk to Tom all the time. But it'd be great to have him up here as a racer, sharing his side of the story. Derek Locke going to go on here. Still got another lap. Lights are still on the pace car. I think they're about to go off. As I think they're still on. So we have another full lap. A lot going on here. 9 laps remaining. I think we're going to have this lap, and then next time by, the lights should be off.
It's been a great race so far. A lot of battling, a lot of strategy went into this. We've seen, people stretching fuel mileage, running out of fuel, going a lap down, stretching the strategy on, thinking about if Sam and all them would have stayed out 5 laps later, how many people would be down a lap? I mean, they could have made it. I mean, but I understand you've given up that much more time. You wanted to get, hurry up and get in. I get it, but I mean, just that's how much you can see how 5 laps can change.
Anything changes, but right now, 18 drivers on the 18 drivers on the lead lap. Hunter Bogdan, Reese Covington, 2 laps down, and everybody else lap out. So 21 drivers still on the track. There's so much action going on, it is very hard to cover everybody. We're going to do our best here. As the lights off on the lights are now off. Well, they will be going off here on the pace cars. Barney's still holding the yellow flag. The lights off. 8 laps to go. Was that the last caution? We will not know. We hope not, or we hope so. Not, or I like entertainment, that's for sure. Keep things interesting. Cars are doubling up here. We will have 7 laps remaining when we cross the start-finish line here again late. 192 laps in the books. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming out to watch here on CRN. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hit that, smash that thumbs up at least, and give the support here for all the drivers and my co-hosts. And I won't take too much credit. I've been around a little while.
50 some years.
Trying to keep things happening here on CRN, but we're gonna have a good one here. Let's go.
Well, Barney is going to get that green flag ready to go as the pace car is getting ready to come out of turn number 4 and start heading down that pit lane in any second. And Christopher Spence is going to lead us to the restart zone to get this race back under green in just a few short seconds. And the green is out, and Christopher Spence is on that loud pedal. Dalton Kilroy is going to do everything he can to get past Christopher Spence. He's down, side drafter going down into turn 1. This Michael Hayes is trying to draft up on Christopher Spence. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on, I can't think. And
53 Sam Robertson is in P number 2, trying to hold off Chris Spence. Mike Hayes going on the outside, looking for a run. The 2 and the 53 are getting together. They're battling out. That allows Dalton Kilroy to start running away. But the 24 or 13 of Mike Hayes wants to get around these 2 that are battling side by side. Todd Friedis now comes in the picture here, down to the low side, right below the number 58 of Ryan Rose, moving forward, trying to move up into P number 4, but he has to get around that number 24 car of Mike Hayes. Still battling back behind the field. I know it's interesting up here front, but we're not going to forget the guys in the back, or mid-pack, I should say. You got a good battle here between Jeff Carl and gang, as they are side by side, watching what's going on in front of them. They are racing heavy and hard in front. Anybody can be in the catbird seat. Here comes the 83 sneaking in there. Carl Lindstrom. Been quiet all night in that yellow and blue, trying to make his way forward. 32 of Tom Frias down that inside of number 24 car, trying to take away P number 4. This is giving Dalton Kilroy the time to run away. Chris Spencer holding on to P number 2 over that number 53. Back to Tom Frias and Mike Hayes. They are battling out side by side for P number 4. This battling is going to allow the top 3 to run away. Pretty uneventful at the moment for the top 3 as we have 4 laps to go. Alfredo slides in behind Mike Hayes and then number 13 as they cross the start-finish line, followed by Ryan Rose at P number 6. Getting down to the inside on Tom Fridas will take away P number 5. The 83 showing some speed here late. Don't count out Carl Lindstrom up there in P number 7. 43 tags a wall. 5 coming back in the picture, Stephen Hayes now in P number 9. All single file here as we're coming down to the finish.
Into the line with 2 laps to go there, Jimmy. As the 83 and the 43 are side by side battling, but it's all Dalton Kilroy, but he's not out of the woods yet. As Christopher Spence is on his tail, Michael Hayes and the 58 are battling. Dalton Kilroy is leading Christopher Spence. Christopher Spence trying to reel him in. Thomas Friedis is trying to make some spots back as he's going to get into the wall. And now we are on the final lap. And this is official, ladies and gentlemen. The next flag ends the race. But let's hope not. Let's get to that checker flag as Dalton Kilroy and Christopher Smith are going to come down the backstretch for the final time. Christopher Smith's going to try to get that draft as he's going to fall in behind and see Dalton Kilroy as they're Dalton Kilroy's on the top, Christopher Smith's on the bottom, and Christopher Smith's, I don't think he's going to get it, and Dalton Kilroy got the win tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for the lap 200. One tonight, Christopher Smith is P number 2, Samuel Bumgarner in P number 3, Michael Hayes in P4, Tom Freitas in P5, Ryan Rose in P number 6, Larry Bell in P number 7, Stephen Hayes in P number 8, Carl Lindstrom and P number 9, and Roland Collette in P number 10.
Yeah, so great run. The rest of the drivers running down. Chummy Miller, Kenneth Bartholomew, Terry Collette, Michael Reeves, Raymond Hardina, Tyler Honeycutt, Jeff Carl, Ronnie Morrison, Hunter Bogdan, Reese Covington, Scotty Stevens, Ronald Judd, John Bell, Matt Metler, Philip Mullinax, Sean Leone, Steven Johnson, and Derek Wynn for your 28 car field. Dalton Kilroy, burning her down. Came from a lap down not too long ago, stayed out there for stage 2 to come back from a lap down and finish first here tonight after 200 laps at Charlotte. I want to thank Tom Freitas for bringing CRN on board for tonight's race. And if you ever need us, you know where you can find us. But congrats to Dalton Kilroy on the win here tonight, obviously, and Chris Spencer, Sam Baumgarten with their great finishes as well. So we'll give them a few moments to get down into the waiting room before I send out my dog, Derek, as he hunts them down. I'm going to bring them in here for
those rights in this one. I mean, I'll do my best.
Rights? Do we have rights? We should have rights.
Well,
I know I have a lot of rights. Tom hooked us up pretty good.
I have my bill of rights. My civil rights.
Bill of rights.
Let's see, Sam.
Right. We're going to get everybody down in here. Again, thank you everybody for stopping by.
Oh, they're already, hey, I got to check this down. They're in the waiting room.
Oh, awesome. Wow. Wait a minute. Yep. People's doing what? let's get them in here. Let's give them a chat. And we do have Sam. This is Jimmy and Derek up in the booth. You copy, bud.
Gotcha, guys.
Hey, that was one hell of a race, man. I don't think I've watched a lot of races and broadcast a lot as well, but you guys kept it entertaining for us for sure, and especially out front. A lot of battling right there at the end. After that, I thought there was going to be a little more excitement after that last caution, but Dalton, Chris, and yourself was able to kind of pull away as the field continued to race behind you. Give us a little rundown on your race, man, and kind of share with the fans out there how everything went for you.
It was a pretty good race overall. I mean, we started in the back, not sure what the car was going to do. Figured out that about halfway through the run, it got really loose. Had to move up into the high groove, and we tried working on it. Went back to the original setup here for this last little stint because I kind of had a short run car. But that last restart, and honestly, actually before that, when I was racing Tom and them, I mean, that was just great race, and we were leaning on each other, and it just seems like you have to run the outside here because then you can pinch somebody off the corner, and you get such a run down the back straightaway. It just seems like the outside's kind of king here about halfway through the run. But yeah, there at the end, looks like Chris, I don't know if he got a bad jump or what, but Dalton got a good jump. I got a good jump. Cleared the guy next to me, jumped up, pushed Dalton. We were kind of working together, so I was happy to at least get him out to the front and he can take him the win.
Yeah, you come away in P number 3 here tonight. Again, putting on a great, fantastic show. You know, I talked to a few of the drivers that drive throughout the league. Dalton is actually one of the drivers I see on Thursday nights, and I work with Tom Freitas on Wednesday nights, so I'm a little familiar with a few names. But it's great to see you run out here, Sam, and get a great finish here tonight. So from CRN, we want to say congratulations on your third place finish here tonight and give you a little bit of time for any shouts that you may have.
Yeah, I want to shout out NextEv Media, stream team that I'm a part of. So go to thenextev.com. Savage Edge Graphics, they make all my t-shirts and stuff like that for work and for my broadcasting channel, True Sim Productions. So shout out to Corey over at Savage Edge Graphics. Go to savageedge.com. And I want to shout out Brinkman Freight LLC. It's my company I work for. Buddy gave me a good job driving semi. So we're not able to race a whole lot, but when we do, we come on and put on a show, and it's good to have his name behind me.
Yeah, definitely. You did just that. So you're going to even tell if you only get a few times a race every now and then. You put on a great show. And again, congratulations on your third place finish. We'll let you go celebrate with your friends and family.
Thanks, guys.
And that's your third place finisher, Sam Baumgartner, putting in a great show in that number 53 car. So fantastic run. So now let's bring in Chris Spencer, and Derek, take that away when you get him in here.
Hey, Chris, it's Jimmy and Derek in the booth. You got us?
Jimmy Derek, what's going on?
Hey, buddy. Well, congratulations on your P number 2 spot. You were trying to run out the strategy towards the end. Luckily for you, you came in. The caution fell just right. Maybe not, in your opinion. It could have waited came a little earlier, so you caught the whole field a lap down. But tell us about your race and how you felt about it. And
Man, well, first off, just what great racing tonight. Really like Charlotte. A lot of green flag racing, which just that's what Charlotte's for. So, the first run there was great. During the first stage, the car felt really good. I say about midway through, we kind of lost it a little bit on the handling. I just got really, really loose. Really, not much I could do about it until we got to that stage break on lap 100. And from there, it was kind of just tuning it back to get it comfortable, and then. That last run, that last green flag pit stop, was trying to hold off. I was following Dalton there. I was sitting there like, all right, we're going to stay out and see how this goes. And he pitted, so I believe Sam was right behind me. He followed me down, and the caution flew right after we came off the pit road. So kind of, even though we didn't get it beforehand, we got it immediately after. It gave us the advantage to stay out there. Yeah,
I mean, on that last green flag, almost looks like you had a little bit of... got caught. I wouldn't say caught sleeping, but you didn't get as good of a restart as you wanted. But I mean, you drove a heck of a race. It was great watching you guys put on a show. You guys were beating and banging a little bit, not too much to cause another caution, but it was a lot of fun to watch you. So I'll give you some time to give out any shout outs or special thanks for anyone watching.
First off, great racing there with Sam and Dalton on that last restart, the last battle there. I didn't get too good of a restart, but Dalton got a hell of a good restart and was able to get back by me by 2. And me and Sam just battled, I think, there for the few laps after, and finally was able to get away from Sam and trying to get back to Dalton, just not enough time. But overall, just great racing. Big shout out to Farmer Esports, just a few seasons and just always great racing. I think the whole SRTV network team, that's our Smoke Show Racing as well. Spurs.com and the team, just a hell of a good card tonight, and really look forward to hopefully another one next week.
All right, well, congratulations, Chris, on your P number 2, and we'll let you go celebrate with your friends and family, buddy.
Hey, Derek, thank you guys. A lot of fun. I had a few people actually watching the broadcast tonight, definitely enjoying it, so look forward to hopefully some more racing with you guys.
All right, well, I hope so too, buddy.
All right, thank you, fellas.
That's your second place finisher. The 2 of Chris Spencer coming in here 10 spots up. But the winner tonight is the number 41 of Dalton Kilroe. Dalton, you're not a stranger to my voice. I've talked to you plenty of times, usually on Thursday nights. So I'm following you around, watching what happened. And I know you were here last night and you did not have a good showing.
That is exactly why I wanted to race tonight. I wanted redemption. I was not about to just let that happen. I'm surprised I did so well here. I mean, I know I'm decent at this track, but coming into an open setup league with maybe 5 minutes of practice, I didn't expect to even be in the top 5. I was just gonna kind of chill. That's why I threw some slow qualifying laps in there, because I didn't want to start up front and then be trying to figure out the car and stuff like that. and everything just kind of came to me.
It definitely came to you. You overcame some adversity there. I wasn't quite falling here there in stage 1, but stage 2 you stayed out long as heck, and you ran out of gas.
Yeah, that was I about did the same kind of stuff I did last night, but luckily was able to battle with the 20 and get the lucky dog with a quick caution, and kind of work my way back into the fight. What really messed me up what really messed me up in that second stint was when the guys who did pit caught back up to me. I was like, I've been saving this entire time, let me try and race them for a couple laps. And then as you guys saw, I did not have enough fuel to make it around, so I was just coasting with the engine off. I was like, can somebody push me? And they were like, no. So I was just kind of just on the apron, hoping I made it around. Which, hey, clearly something worked.
It made for a great story, a great showing, great story, great racing all out. I can't give it to any of the. I mean, all the drivers out there, you did fantastic. The green flag running for a 200 lap race here, and I didn't even know it was open setup. So congratulations on everybody that's got a setup that can get around here for that amount of time. But good run, Dalton. You obviously shared a little bit of how everything kind of went for you tonight. But the big and best part here, giving the shout out to all your friends, fans, families, sponsors out there. Just go ahead and run down your list, buddy.
Well, the list is a little bit smaller here tonight. I got to thank first off Sam Baumgarten. He was the one who hooked me up with the set. Because again, I came in last minute. I saw he started streaming. I was like, "Oh, Charlotte, next gens, let's go!" And also thanks to the front row admins for at least allowing me to race. I know very well they could have been like, you know what? No, it's way too late. Don't race. Obviously, you guys for doing the broadcast for us. I'm so excited to go back and look at this. Just because I that restart, I don't know how I got that restart, but I will take it all day, every day. And then I got to thank front row Esports and the entire league, all their sponsors, and everybody else for coming out tonight and making me earn it, because Chris was on it as soon as him and Sam sorted it out. He was closing. I was a little stressed going into turn 3, coming to take the checkered. I was like, oh god, are we gonna have a repeat of the Peak Series or Coke Series race? But thankfully he didn't send it like that, so I'll take it.
Yeah, you walk away the winner here tonight. Again, congratulations here, not only from CRN, but for everybody out there. You had Barry Kistler out there rooting for you, called you out probably.
Hey, Barry! Did it for you, baby!
Midway through, and you pull away a win here tonight. So, again, congratulations, man, and we'll see you probably in a couple weeks. I'm gonna go on vacation for a bit, so I'll be out there watching probably next time you're racing. So I'll see if you can get that number 41 back up front.
Well, that's certainly the plan. Thank you very much, and enjoy your vacation, bro.
All right, we'll talk to you later, Dalton, and we'll see you when I get back.
Thank you.
All right, that's your winner here tonight, the number 41, Dalton Kilroe, with MFRD Racing. You heard his shout outs, obviously the Sam Baumgarten and all the rest of the team, and to the league. And like I said, I can't stress enough for the league and Tom Frida's bringing CRN on board to see this fantastic show here at Charlotte. 200 laps of great racing. Thank you, all the viewers out there, for sticking with us throughout this race. Hopefully, it was entertaining. Smash that thumbs up button, hit the like and subscribe, please. And I'm going to turn it over to Derek for any closing thoughts from him.
It was great to see the strategies of everyone. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the strategy play out as some of the drivers might have wanted it to. But I mean, other than that, I mean, the race came down and it was exciting, even all the way to the end. I mean, it was a lot of fun watching those drivers jockey for position and, race clean for the last 5 or 6 laps that we had. So thank you for allowing us to come and broadcast for tonight. And, look forward to maybe doing one again in the future. So that's all I got. Hope you guys have a good rest of your season.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get out of here, and like Derek said, we're gonna make sure we want you guys all to have a great season. I hope that whoever's your normal broadcaster has just as much fun as we did. It was a great time here. But just to go down through the field before I get out of here, Dalton Kilrow, your winner, with Chris Spencer in second, and Sean Baumgarten in that third spot. And then you had Mike Hayes, Tom Fridas, Ryan Rose, Larry Bell, Stephen Hayes, Carl Lindstrom, Roland Collette for your top 10. Then you had Chummy Miller, Kenneth Bartholomew, Terry Collette, Michael Reeves, Raymond Hardina, Tyler Honeycutt, Jeff Carl, Ronnie Morrison, and we got a few more drivers down here. You had Hunter Bogdan, Reese Covington, Scott Stevens, Ronald Judd, John Bell, Matt Metler, Philip Mullinex, Sean Gioni, Steven Johnson, and Derek Wynn. You guys are all fantastic. And I wish you all the best of luck. Continue to get out here and put on the great races that you've had, like tonight, for your fans out there. I've seen at least 12 or 13 people watching at the same time. You got a pretty good massive amount of views, and I've only been with you guys here for the night. So hopefully everybody keeps coming back and watching these guys race. If you're out there and you're a racer, make sure you want some good racing. Get a hold of Tom Fridas and gang over there at Crooked Line Racing and get yourself registered and sign up to race with these drivers, as they got a pretty long list of races still here remaining in the season. But I think for me and Derek here at CRN, I guess till next time, we'll see you at the track.